The market doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care how badly you want to win. And it definitely doesn't reward control freaks. Every trader believes they're in control of their entries, their exits, their outcomes. But here's the paradox. The more you try to control the market, the more it controls you. It punishes your need for certainty. It exploits your fear of loss. It drags you into overtrading, revenge trades, hesitation, and self-sabotage. And worst of all, it makes you believe you're the problem, when the real problem is your illusion of control. Today, we're going to shatter that illusion, so you can finally trade with clarity and peace of mind. Let me tell you a story. There's a trader named Musa. Not a beginner, not an expert. Just like most people watching this video. He's somewhere in the middle. Smart, driven, passionate. He watches charts daily. He journals, sometimes. He has a strategy that works. At least, it worked in backtesting. But every time Musa takes a live trade, his body betrays him. His hands sweat. His chest tightens. His mind runs wild with what ifs. What if this reverses? Should I move my stop loss just a bit? Let me close early before I lose this small profit. He places trades. But then, he micromanages them to death. One day, he shorted euro to US dollar. The setup was clean. The entry was perfect. He felt calm, confident, finally, in control. Then, a sudden spike. Unexpected news. Volatility. He panicked. Moved his stop-loss wider. And then, bam, got stopped out even harder. He screamed. Slammed the mouse. Then sat, in silence. That night, he couldn't sleep. He replayed the trade in his mind 1,000 times. If only I had closed earlier, held longer, entered later, traded smaller. The illusion of control haunted him. And here's the truth. Musa didn't lose because of the market. He lost because of his belief that he could control it. Let's break it down. The control illusion trap is the belief that if you study hard enough, if you analyze long enough, if you tweak your strategy just right, you can eliminate loss. You can predict every move. You can beat the market. But here's reality. You control your actions, not the outcomes. You control your mindset, not the market. You control your risk, not your reward. And yet, traders fall into this trap every single day. You move stop losses because you think you can outsmart the market. You over-leverage because the setup looks guaranteed. You revenge trade because your ego can't accept being wrong. But all of it is just you trying to reclaim control you never truly had. And this illusion isn't harmless. It's the #1 cause of trading stress, burnout, and account destruction. Let's go deeper. Mark Douglas said it best. The best traders have no expectations. They don't need to be right. They just follow their plan and accept whatever the market gives them. That's powerful. Because it means real control isn't about controlling the market. It's about controlling yourself. What your brain does when you trade. Let's talk neuroscience. When you click buy or sell, your brain releases dopamine, the chemical of anticipation and reward. You start imagining profits, the car you'll buy, the freedom you'll feel. But then, the candle turns red. Your brain's alarm system, the amygdala, lights up. That's your fear center. Now, you're not trading logic anymore. You're trading survival. You react. You interfere. You close too early, or you hold too long. Here's the key. The market didn't force you to act. Your biology did. And when you believe you're in control of outcomes, these reactions get stronger. Because every tick of the chart feels personal. Every loss feels like a judgment of your identity. Here's where philosophy comes in. Trading isn't just a financial game. It's a psychological mirror. Every fear you avoid, every insecurity you bury, every need for control, the market brings it out. That's why most traders fail. Not because they are dumb. Not because they lack strategy. But because they never learned to master themselves. Alright, now let's get practical. Here are 5 protocols to escape the illusion of control and trade like a professional. White heavy checkmark Protocol 1. Shift from outcome to process. Most traders judge themselves based on P&L. That's a trap. Instead, ask, did I follow my process? Every trade should be rated, not by whether it won or lost, but whether it followed your rules. For example, you took a valid trade. It hit stop loss. That's still a win, because you controlled the process. But if you broke your rules, closed early, size too big, traded impulsively, that's a loss, even if it made money. Detach from the result. Attach to the routine. That's how pros think. Protocol 2. Pre-trade reset ritual. You can't control the chart, but you can control how you enter it. Before every trade, sit back. Take 3 deep breaths. Then say to yourself, I accept whatever happens next. I will follow my plan. This small reset lowers cortisol. It activates your calm nervous system. It gives your logic a fighting chance against emotion. This is how elite traders stay composed, even in chaos. Journal emotions, not just trades. Journaling isn't just for stats. It's for self-awareness. After each session, ask, what did I feel before, during, and after each trade? Where did I try to control something I couldn't? What emotion dominated me? Fear, greed, frustration? Patterns will emerge. You'll start to see how often your illusion of control leads to mistakes. And from there, you grow. Awareness breaks the loop. Hourglass with flowing sand Protocol 4. Redefine time. A big part of the control illusion is time pressure. Traders want results now. They want to force progress. But trading isn't a sprint. It's not even a marathon. It's a lifelong craft. When you stretch your time horizon, your need for control weakens. You don't panic about today's trade or this week's drawdown, because you know your edge plays out over hundreds of trades. Shift your identity from short-term winner to long-term executor. That's how you dissolve urgency and the illusion of control. Bullseye Protocol 5. Surrender to uncertainty. This might sound strange, but the way out of control is surrender. Not giving up, but giving in to reality. The market is uncertain. Always. Your job isn't to fight uncertainty. It's to embrace it. When you accept that you can't know what will happen, you stop forcing trades. You stop fearing losses. You start flowing with the market instead of against it. Paradoxically, that's when your performance improves. Here's the truth, trader. You'll never control the market. But that's not a weakness. That's freedom. Because when you let go of outcomes, when you trust your plan, when you stop forcing trades and start flowing, that's when you become dangerous. Because now, you're not reacting, you're responding. You're not chasing, you're executing. You're not fighting the market, you're dancing with it. Losses won't shake you. Wins won't blind you. You'll be steady, clear, composed. And in a world full of panicked, emotional traders, that's your edge. If this video helped open your eyes to the illusion of control, subscribe now, because every week, we dive deeper into the mindset that separates amateurs from professionals. Hit the bell, so you never miss a step in mastering your psychology. Movie camera and watch the next video. The hidden cost of overtrading. It might just save your account. Remember, discipline creates freedom. Patience builds consistency. And the trader who controls himself needs nothing else. Stay focused. Stay in control of what matters. I'll see you in the next one.